It is interesting though, watching people listen, hear their own music,
Gaga and all that shit. Come on,
hear their own music played back to them. So I don't know if you've been watching any of Rick Beato's interviews when he does it with musical artists. Yeah. Well, I've seen a couple, and I've seen where he is talking to the guitarist from Aerosmith, Joe Perry and
Brad Whitfield.
I keep forgetting his name. And I first saw it with them. And I thought at first, I don't like it. This is awkward. I don't like what he's doing. But then I thought what Rick is doing is genius. And I don't know if he knows he's doing it. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose to be clever, or if it's just a happy accident. But I think it's a genius move in a way of interviewing somebody who's a musician. He plays them their music while sat in front of them, and there's no breakaway, and you just get to watch them sort of like how they respond to it, and they just look awkward, or they don't know how to respond, and they nod away, and it looks like they're performative. But the real one, what drove it home that it was a genius move, is when he was interviewing David Gilmour, and it's a great interview because David Gilmour is very relaxed, and he's talking about his guitar bits and all. Essentially, it seems like a lot of happy accidents for David Gilmour, which is nice because
I think he's playing a lot of it down because. It wasn't sort of schemed to go that way. He just happened to go that way, so he sort of played it down a little bit.
Maybe, but
it wasn't some master plan.
I just think, especially when he's talking about how his hands work and stuff like that. But,
yeah.
But there's a bit where he's playing some guitar work, some Pink Floyd to him, and you can see David Gilmour like moving his mouth to the solos. His arms are tensed up in certain areas because his body is playing the music, and it's interesting watching like. Somebody almost, convulse in a way to the song, and he doesn't know he's doing it. It's like a phantom movement, and it's awkward, and it's brilliant.
And it's a piece he's played 1,000 times.
Yeah, but
he still gets off on it.
But it was. I wasn't sure if he was getting off on it. He looked awkward, but also he couldn't help.
No, he's intense.
What he was doing.
He's intense. Is in that moment with that piece of music.
Yeah, and Rick Beato is making them, in a way, sit with their music that we have to listen to.
The one with Aerosmith I've seen, and it's almost like a competition between Whitfield and Perry, which one's enjoying it the most, because they're both trying to be, especially Perry, is trying to be a bit nonchalant about it, but Brad Whitfield's really bobbing his head, he's getting down.
I guess they don't know what to do, though.
And then Perry's he must have realised that he was enjoying it. So he's bobbing his head now. And I thought, are they doing it just because they want to show that they do like their own music, or are they really enjoying what they're listening to? It's a good thing.
I don't know how. I don't think they know how to respond. So the only thing, the safe bet is to go.
Yeah.
But while we're on the subject of them two, what is with that chair?
What chair? Oh yeah,
Whitfield's chair. It's like a big wooden driftwood chair.
Yeah, it's almost like a Game of Thrones out of wood, isn't it?
And the top of it, they made a horse's head out of it with a hairpiece on.
Yeah,
okay.
Have you not seen it?
No, I've not seen that.
You should have a look. It's good. No. The Glyn John ones is good. He's in an interview with Glyn Johns, and he's a producer, and he's done stuff at Beatles, Led Zeppelin, you name it. He's actually done all the famous people, and it's quite interesting how he asked him stuff like, is it any different miking up for Keith Moon or miking up for John Bonham? And he explained what he used to do. And he always used to keep things very simple, actually. Because you don't really know what Keith Moon's going to do. I don't want to spoil anything, so you go and watch the interview. But I found that one very interesting. Different mics that they use, prefer. I mean, it means nothing to me. But I just found it interesting, the technical background to it all.
It sounded like a lot of it was like learning as you go, though, because everything was changing. That landscape of music was changing.
Yeah, I think it actually is. There's a certain amount of experience obviously comes with time, because he's a bit heavy on left foot, or he likes his snare, a bit raspy. I'll just back mic off a little bit.
Wasn't it saying something about it? He was the first one to do like the room mic for drums or something, like an overhead.
Yeah,
like to get that like vibe of it.
He liked to have a overhead microphone.
Yeah,
and just do the kick drum, I think. So he caught the ambience of it rather than microphone and having a mic on every piece of kit.
Yeah.
and then mixing it down later, I suppose. I don't know.
A lot of people think that you could just walk into a room, stick a mic in the room, and then you can bash a song out and get it recorded. But there's so much more to it than that.
And there's so much more about different microphones.
Oh, it's a minefield in itself.
Certain microphones do certain things. And you won't have that microphone for singing, but you'd have, that's a drum mic, best for a drum mic, and that's best for in front of a cab when you're playing a guitar, because they do certain things, they do different things. I find all that quite interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know, it might be a bit odd, I don't know, I think it's interesting.
So I'm enjoying Rick Beato's direction at the moment with his interviews.
It's just so well. I like all his programs.
You should check him out. We like to help out underdogs on this channel.
Yeah, he needs
the ones that aren't doing so well as us.
He needs as many help as he can. I think he's only got about 2 million followers.
While you're there, you might as well hit like and subscribe on us because I think it's about
keep
5%.
us in front. Keep us in front of Rick.
5% of you lot are watching just are only subscribed. So there's a good 95% by the math. 95% of you that aren't subscribing. Treat yourself this Christmas.